India made a heavy weather of a modest run chase after debutant pacer Navdeep Saini led an impressive bowling display but still managed to beat West Indies by 4 wickets in their first T20 international match here on Saturday. If you are viewing this on the Hindu app, click this link to open the scorecard in your browser. Chasing 96 for a win, India huffed and puffed before reaching the target with 2.4 overs to spare. None of the batsmen contributed big, with opener Rohit Sharma top scoring with 24 while captain Virat Kohli and Manish Pandey making 19 each. Saini claimed 3 wickets for 17 while Bhuvneshwar Kumar took 2 wickets to restrict West Indies to 95 for 9 after they were put to bat. Read the full report. An impressive India debut under his belt, fast bowler Navdeep Saini said he could not believe himself when he was handed the India cap to play in the first T20 international against the West Indies here. The 26-year-old Saini starred in India's 4-wicket win by taking 3 wickets for 17 runs on Saturday. He was adjudged man of the match for his impressive bowling display, which saw India restrict West Indies to 95 for 9. Read the full story. Fast bowler Navdeep Saini's impressive spell in his India debut against the West Indies in the first T20 international at Lauderhill in Florida, US, has earned praise from captain Virat Kohli, who described him as a raw talent with a bright future. The 26-year-old Saini claimed 3 wickets for 17 runs to star in India's 4-wicket win against the Windies on Saturday. India restricted the West Indies to 95 for 9 before chasing down the target with 2.4 overs to spare. Yeah, Navdeep is from Delhi and he has come a long way. He plays the IPL as well and had a great season, Kohli said at the post-match presentation ceremony. Read the full report. Resident doctors of AIIMS called off their strike and resumed duties on Sunday after Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan assured them that their concerns over the NMC bill will be duly addressed. In a communique to the AIIMS director, the Resident Doctors Association (RDA) said that during a meeting, the health minister assured them of addressing their concerns while drafting the regulations of the National Medical Commission (NMC). The minister also told them that the representatives of the AIIMS RDA and Students' Union will be consulted while drafting the regulations of the commission. Mr. Vardhan met the delegation of Resident Doctors Associations of AIIMS and Safdarjung Hospital and hoped that they will end their strike in view of problems faced by patients. However, the Safdarjung resident doctors are yet to resume non-essential services. According to sources, the resident doctors of the hospital are likely to take a decision on the strike at a governing body meeting. Agitating doctors from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences (AIIMS) have called off their strike. The health minister explained the objectives of bringing NMC Bill 2019 at length and assured us that the apprehensions will be duly addressed while drafting the regulations by the NMC once it is constituted, the AIIMS Resident Doctors Association (RDA) said in the communique. It referred to Section 14(1) Para 2, admissions into undergraduate courses at AIIMS New Delhi, Section 15(5) admissions into AIIMS New Delhi Vide exit test and Section 32, community health providers. We were also assured by the minister that representatives of RDA and Students' Unions AIIMS New Delhi will be consulted before framing of regulations of the NMC bill under Section 57 of the bill, the AIIMS RDA said. After a governing body meeting of the RDA AIIMS, the executive committee decided to withdraw the strike and resume all services with immediate effect. They said the AIIMS administration also assured them that the strike period, August 1 to 3, would be considered as on duty. The NMC bill provides for setting up of a National Medical Commission in place of the AIIMSCI for development and regulation of all aspects of medical education, profession and institutions. The fraternity is opposing Section 32, 1, 2, and 3 of the bill, saying it will encourage quackery by providing license to practice modern medicine as community health providers for persons other than those possessing MBBS degrees. According to them, if not amended, the bill will lead to deterioration of medical education and degradation of healthcare services. The doctors say there was no clarity over the introduction of NEXT and scrapping the NEET PG. They are also opposing decreasing the percentage of seats under controlled fee structure in private medical colleges and deemed universities from 85 to 50%, reducing the representation of elected members from 75% in AIIMSCI to 20% in National Medical Commission and autonomous boards constituted thereunder. Following very heavy rains in Pune on Sunday, district authorities have issued an advisory asking people to remain alert as the situation could turn critical, and ordered schools and colleges to be shut on Monday. Low-lying areas in the district were on alert after water was released into the Mutha River on Sunday following incessant rains in the catchment areas of dams supplying water to the city. Later in the day, District Collector Naval Kishore Ram said orders had been issued to keep educational institutions here and Pimpri Chinchwad shut on Monday in view of the rains. He said Mula, Mutha, Pavana, Bhima and Neera rivers were in spate and there was possibility of more water being released from the adjoining dams as catchment areas continued to get heavy rain as on Sunday evening. We have issued an advisory for citizens asking them not to venture out of their houses unless absolutely necessary as the situation might get critical, Ram said. He said between 2,000 to 2,500 people had been rescued so far from flooded areas of the district. 7 members of a family stranded in a flooded house in Kamshet area were rescued by a team of the National Disaster Response Force (NDRF), an official from the agency said. With more water being released from the Khadakwasla Dam, water gushed into several low-lying areas in Balewadi, Baner, Ond, Yerwada, Singad Road and Bopodi. According to the Irrigation Department, the catchment areas of 4 dams, Khadakwasla, Panchet, Varasgaon and Tenghar, have been witnessing continuous rainfall. All the 4 dams are filled to their maximum storage capacity. As a result, we have already started releasing water into the Mutha River, a senior official from the Irrigation Department said. From 11 am on Sunday, around 35,574 cubic foot per second of water was being released from Khadakwasla Dam. Since the catchment areas were still witnessing rainfall, around 41,756 cusics of water will be released at 3 pm, he said. When water is released at the rate of around 42,000 cusics, a lot of people will have to be evacuated from the low-lying areas. We have issued an advisory to the Pune Municipal Corporation's Disaster Management Cell, he said. Several areas are already inundated and more are likely to be affected as water is released from the dam, he said.